Hi, Michelle here from Straw-Bearie Designs, and today I'm going to be making 5 easy masculine cards. Now this is a case video. CASE stands for Copy and Share Everything, and I am copying from Ek Gorman. She recently made actually 2 videos, and I think there's a third one on the way, about how to make some quick and simple, easy masculine cards. And I'm going to try to kind of recreate some of the things that she did in my own way. Ek Gorman used a kit that she received in the mail. Now, I don't have that kit, and I don't want to copy her designs exactly. I just want to be inspired by them. So what I did is I went through my stash and I looked for a lot of masculine things and pulled out masculine stuff, so that's what I'll be using today. So I have this little Outfitters paper pack by Pink Paisley, and it has some really cool outdoorsy type of papers in it. I found this 12 by 12 pack called The Great Outdoors, and it's by GCD Studios, and it's got some great papers, kind of a big scale for card making. It's really more for scrapbooking, but I did think that some of these things, like these fish, I could maybe cut out and use as dies or something. And I found these little metal things and these kind of guy-looking washi tapes and guy-looking letters, and this one is stickers more about brothers, but I thought it would work. And then I have some car stickers and some sports stickers. I don't know if I use this, but one of hers had a car like that in it, so I grabbed that stickers. And then I have some more outdoorsy type of stickers. And then I found a few just individual papers that I also thought would go well with what I'm doing. So now I'm going to switch you out and use the overhead camera and probably do a voiceover, because it'll probably take me a little while to figure out exactly what I'm doing. For my first card, I'm going to copy Ek Gorman's fish card here. This is fishing at the bottom. The fish are swimming on a blue plaid. Now the only blue plaid I had was this lighter colored one, and so I am taking it and I am inking the edges just to give it a little bit more dimension on the sides, and then I'm attaching it to just a standard A2 card base. Then I'm taking some scrap yellow and heat embossing happy birthday on that and putting that at the bottom of the card, kind of like she had the word fishing at the bottom of her card. I'm also inking the edges of this and attaching that. Now the only fish stickers that I had are these really pretty tropical ocean fish, and I don't know how masculine this card is. This also could be a kid card, but the stickers are glittery and they look so fun. For card number 2, I'm going to copy Ek's card that has a bunch of arrows all over it, and she uses a saying that not all who wander are lost. I wish I had that saying, because I just got a Jeep last week and I just think that's really cool. So I am using some map paper that I found, and I found this arrow, and the arrow comes from a stamp set from Artsy, and I'm just stamping the arrow randomly. I don't know about you, but it's really hard for me to stamp something randomly. That's very difficult for me to try to figure out how to actually put it there without making some kind of pattern. And so for my saying, I have enjoy the journey, and I'm mounting that on some foam squares there. And then I also had another stamp that says you are here that I just thought was really funny, because there was a map and arrows going everywhere. And so I'm cutting a fishtail in the bottom of that, and I'm going to attach that at the bottom of the card using my little mini stapler, and then attaching that to the card base. I just love the way it turned out. For card number 3, I'm not actually copying another card of Ek Gorman's just specifically, but I'm using her idea of having like my own kit. I've created my own kit and using what I have in my kit to define how I'm going to make my card. So I had this adorable paddle paper with all those little paddles on it that I thought would make a great base. And then in my large scrapbooking pad, I had this little saying that says, "Canoe handle it? Can you handle it?" I just thought that was just so funny and so punny, and I thought that would just be really great. So I am cutting out that little saying out of that paper, and it didn't take too long to cut out. And now I'm going over it with a brown marker on the edges just in case I missed anything. I'm going to tie some twine around my paddle paper, then attach that to my card base, and then use some foam tape to lift up my little saying there. And this was a very simple card, just, using what I had in my homemade kit that I found. And I thought that was a great inspiration on how to make a card. For card number 4, one of the things she used over and over again in a bunch of her cards was plaid. And then at one point, she put some washi tape on the card, like kind of underneath one of her strips. And I thought that was a really cool idea, so I wanted to try that. And then one of her cards also had some old cars on it. So I was kind of combining a couple of her ideas and putting them together. And I don't know how many times I peeled up that one piece of plaid paper and then put it back down again. Maybe you should count them and then tell me in the comments how many times I actually did that. The stickers I found, these are so cute. They are actually leftover old Creative Memories stickers. I sold Creative Memories for a couple of years, like 15 years ago, and I still have lots of stickers left over from that time. Anyway, I had 3 sets of that same sticker, so I'm using all 3 on the card. I still wasn't happy, so I peeled up that plaid again, added a second strip of washi tape, and then put the plaid back down, and I thought that looked a lot better. So I am using an old Stampin' Up! Happy Birthday stamp, and I heat embossed that just on some white cardstock. Now, I found these frame dies that I've had for a long time, and so I'm using the frame dies, and then they didn't fit perfectly, so I just used my paper trimmer to cut out the sides, inking the edges, and then I'm going to attach that with foam tape in the middle of the plaid. Card number 5 might be my absolute favorite. So again, I'm just taking inspiration of using what I have. And you will see here, I'm using the little tiny piece that you would normally just tear off out of a paper pack and then throw away. And I'm using that throwaway piece, and I will show you how I'm going to use it so that you don't see the hole in it. And then I found the cute marshmallow paper in the scrapbooking 12 by 12 set, and I just thought the colors went well together, so I will be using both of those together. And I'm going to put them on a standard A2 card base. First the marshmallows, and then the plaid, and then I'm going back to the paper that has all the sayings on it that I've used a couple of times before, because there's one that says campfires are hot, and that one didn't take very long to cut out at all, as it was just an oval. Attaching some foam tape to the back and setting that on my card, and then just taking my glossy accents and making that fire sparkle and shine. I really enjoyed making these 5 fast masculine cards as a case. Copy and share everything from Ek Gorman. I will leave all of her links below, her YouTube channel and her other social media links. In the comments, could you tell me which of these cards was your favorite? And subscribe if you're new here, and have a great day crafting away.